music, real people.
The music is real life stories.
Real country.
High School. It's time for some playoff Colonels basketball. The Altavista Colonels getting set to host Carver Academy from the Chesterfield area in Richmond. I'm Kyle Haney, and joining me tonight, my esteemed colleague and longtime broadcast partner, but not too many more of these rodeos left, Mr. Briggs. We'll get to that in a second. How are you so far, Oscar?
I'm doing well. Excited about tonight's ball game. Carver Academy comes in at 10-11 against the Colonels team that's been pretty hot the last 3 or 4 games and is at 17-5.
Altavista enters as the 1 seed in this Region East 1A basketball event. The winner of this game takes on the winner of Essex and Northampton. That game will be on Thursday at Cumberland High School, but you must win to get there. It's an elimination game, Oscar, and it always seems like the intensity ratcheted up just a few more notches when that happens.
Yeah, and of course, Carver Academy out of Chesterfield, Virginia, had a little bit of a bus ride down today, so it'll be interesting to see what effect they had. They're out of Conference 42. If that doesn't mean anything to you, Central Lunenburg, Charles City County, Cumberland, King and Queen Central, Matthews, Middlesex, and West Point are all part of that conference, and Carver came up second in the conference tournament, losing to Matthews.
Yeah, we've heard of some of those opponents. Carver Academy has sort of been rebranded. They've gone by Chesterfield Community in years past, and maybe you heard them on KD Country, but even that's been a while. So it's a relatively unknown opponent, but we got a chance to catch up with Troy Harris, and he'll tell us all about what to expect tonight from the Wolverines from Carver Academy. You got to love that nickname too, Oscar. You got to love the Subway pregame show. Oscar, as a retirement present from Miss Janet Grisenda, already got a dime. She handed him a real silver dime there. I think she thought it fell out of Oscar's pants. Anyway, you can tell we're going to have some fun tonight, but it's serious stuff in the ball game, though, as well. It's the Subway pregame show. We're just getting started. It's playoff basketball. Let's hear from the head coach of the Altavista Colonels, Mr. Troy Harris. He'll tell us about the ball game tonight and talk a little bit about last week's win against Riverheads that gave Altavista another Conference 44 championship. I'm Kyle. He's Oscar. Basketball of the playoff variety. You're going to hear it all live on 105.5 KD Country.
You'll always leave happy after purchasing a Best Bet Motor Sales vehicle. Stop by our Rustburg or Amherst site and check out our great inventory of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Best Bet Motor Sales, proud to have been awarded the Virginia Quality Dealer Award for District 6. 2016-2017. See for yourself our great selection of pre-owned vehicles. Browse our vehicles. BestBetMotorsales.com, home of the 60-second guaranteed credit approval.
Installing Atrium vinyl replacement windows is like an investment in your home that can begin to pay dividends right away. You can save up to 30% or more on your home's heating and cooling costs. Add to your home's equity and add to its value by upgrading its looks and energy efficiency. Custom crafted Atrium vinyl replacement windows. Invest in your home's future with English's.
English's is your complete home center.
Business 29 Altavista.
I'm Jeff Walker of First National Bank and the manager at our Main Street branch in Altavista. Did you know that local bankers have a lot more at stake in taking better care of you? You see, helping local customers like you be more successful is our only focus, and each customer is so important. So for your small business, construction, and personal loan needs, think of me and think of us first. That's local First National Bank. We'll help you bring home more bacon. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Subway, Monday is no longer Monday. It's Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki Day. That's the $3.50 sub of the day. Subway has a different 6-cent sub of the day every day of the week. Each has no artificial flavors or colors from artificial sources. For just $3.50, it's a great sub for a great price. Wednesday, that's Turkey Breast Day. Friday, Tuna Day. The $3.50 sub of the day every day at Subway. At participating restaurants, additional charges for extras and deluxe plus tax may not be combined with other offers, coupons, or discount cards.
Your high school sports station with award-winning coverage on 105.5 KD Country.
Subway pregame show returns. First round regional playoff edition of the Subway pregame show. It's the Carver Wolverines in town to take on the Altavista Colonels. I'm talking once again with head coach Troy Harris. Coach Harris, let's discuss last week very quickly. Got a real tough test from Riverheads in the Conference 44 tournament game. You've played some teams that are more athletic, more size, but have you played a team that well-disciplined and well-coached?
I don't think so. It's easily the most fundamental, and, they actually do what their coach tells them. Not that other teams don't, but, you can tell that they have a set thing that they do, and that's what they're going to keep doing. We had trouble with that. It wasn't necessarily a back cut, but it was a cut off of the high post screen, and we didn't guard very well, and that's the most open layups we've given up all year. And kudos to Riverheads, and there was a couple hairy moments there in the fourth that if we didn't hit a shot or we didn't get a stop, we were going to be in trouble. And luckily we did hit that shot, and we did get that stop that we needed to continue to win.
Yeah, it was a nice surge down the stretch there. Same question I've asked you a bunch. I mean, all these tough games, these tests, they've got to start to pay off down the road, right?
Yeah, I hope they're paying off right now. We're Riverheads, we hung tough, we pulled away at the end. And that's sort of been our MO all year. We don't really start that great for whatever reason, and then we just hang in there. Then the fourth quarter, we're up 15 or up 8, and it's like, all right, well, we're in control finally. We can just hang on and finish this thing off. So yeah, hopefully we're peaking, and these close games will pay off now that it's region time.
Well, certainly you would like to get off to a fast start tonight. Tell us about tonight's opponent. It's the Carver Academy Wolverines. They're from Chesterfield area. Pretty much a new face to the party here, but we've seen them in the past just under a different name, I guess.
Right. They've been rebranded a little bit. They were sort of an alternative school outside of the Richmond area, and now they're sort of a governor school / tech center school where they offer different types of educational opportunities. And they're a good ball team. They're only 10-10, but you watch them on film, and they have the traditional point guard, they have the traditional shooting guard, and they have the traditional center. They go all the way up. So they're very, fundamental in what they do. They want to, they sit back in a 2-3 zone, and then they get the rebound, and they want to go a little bit. But they have a 6'4", 6'5" post that he really locks in down there, and they just look to throw it into him because he's right there at the rim, and he's 6'5", and he's just going to lay it in. So we'll have our work cut out for us guarding them in the post, but our post game has really been our strength coming down. So hopefully we've got two guys, obviously, in Lawrence and Josh, that can handle that guy. If we can pester their guards into a few turnovers and we get some easy baskets, hopefully this one will turn out on our favor.
Yeah, I get the impression talking to you here and then just a little bit before the interview, you feel like your A game is better than their A game,
right.
But you still got to show up and get it done when ball gets tipped off, right?
Yeah, looking at our scores this year, we don't take anybody lightly because we rarely beat anybody by more than 8 or 9 points. It seems like we've had our few where we've won by 20, but it just seems like we're in a close ball game all the time. So I wouldn't be surprised tonight in the third quarter if we're up, say, 6. Or, they could easily beat us if we don't play very well. I'm not trying to overlook them and say we're definitely going to win, but I think our A game, like you said, is definitely better than theirs, and we definitely won't be taking them lightly.
Well, final thought for you. It's similar to what I asked you last week. This is an elimination game. It's win or go home. If you get into the region semis, then you don't have to win there or the finals. However, tonight, it's like we said, you got to win or the season's over. You'll mention that before the game, correct?
It's already been mentioned. Yeah. The seniors, this is their last game on this court. Hopefully not their last game of their career. So I think that extra motivation to, put on a good show for the fans and, play their best game tonight will really be there since it is their last one. Yeah, anytime it's an elimination game, I'm hammering that in there because it's a motivation tactic. So hopefully those guys are ready to go from the jump and we come out really and, for lack of a better, is to punch them in the mouth right from the jump.
Absolutely. Coach, best of luck to you. Final home game of the season coming up. It's Carver and Altavista set to tip off in 10 minutes on 105.5 KD Country.
A short drive will save you money.
I'm Greg Walker with an exciting new offer from Feller Chevrolet. Purchase any new or used vehicle of Feller's and receive a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and a 3-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Again, a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and a 3-day money-back guarantee. At Feller Chevrolet, we stand behind what we sell, and we save you money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
A short drive will save you money. Feller Chevrolet in Altavista.
Life happens: divorce, family problems, criminal charges, civil litigation, personal injury cases. Turn to David W. Shreve, an experienced attorney at law. David W. Shreve has been practicing law for over 30 years. Free consultation for personal injury cases. David W. Shreve wishing good luck to the Altavista boys basketball team in the playoffs. Go Colonels! David W. Shreve, located 7th Street, Altavista, or by phone 369-6621.
There's nothing like a winning team to bring pride and enthusiasm to a community. The Altavista Office of Economic Development is a proud supporter of Colonel Sports. Congratulations to the coaches and players on a winning season, and good luck in the basketball playoffs. The Altavista Office of Economic Development, helping grow a better community. For more information and business incentives, contact Dennis Jarvis at Town Hall, 7th Street, Altavista.
PCM Industrial Services recognizes the importance of high school athletics by sponsoring this award-winning broadcast. PCM Industrial Maintenance and Construction Specialists providing welding, millwright, erection, and fabrication services to all forms of industry throughout the Mid-Atlantic region. From offices in Altavista, PCM Industrial Services congratulates the Altavista basketball teams on another successful season. Good luck in the playoffs. Go Colonels.
Your high school sports station with award-winning coverage on 105.5 KD Country.
English Construction Company has been in the building business since 1909, so it's only natural that they appreciate the building process. They recognize the fact that organized sports programs build character as well as bodies and minds. They know that high school sports build our youth into more well-rounded and more productive adults. English Construction Company is proud to be a sponsor of high school sports and salute all athletes, coaches, and teachers. A word of praise and encouragement from English Construction Company with offices in Lynchburg.
Some people have never tried food at a Mexican restaurant, so we asked Chad Shelton from Shelton's Plumbing and Heating about his experience.
I wasn't so sure what the green stuff was, but they slipped some on my plate one day, and now I won't have a meal without guacamole. Still can't spell it.
At El Cazador Mexican Restaurant, if you have questions, they give you the answers in English. Mexican and American foods, affordable prices, and fast service. Try it today, El Cazador, Main Street, Altavista.
841-1580. That's the number to know this winter when your heat pump is in trouble. D.L. Bryant Heating and Cooling is the name to know for all your heating and air issues. Call 841-1580 to get Donnie and his team to your house or business fast. 841-1580. That's 434-841-1580. D.L. Bryant Heating and Cooling. The name to know this winter. The number to know, 841-1580.
Napa know-how.
When you grab a pair of Bosch Evolution Beam wiper blades, now $10 off at Napa, you'll have the confidence to tell Mother Nature to bring it. Because with Bosch Evolution wiper blades, now $10 off when you buy a pair, you'll show the weather who's really the boss. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer expires 2/28/17.
Brought to you by Napa of Altavista.
Finch and Finch Funeral and Cremation Service. A family serving families since 1905. Personal, memorable memorial moments, celebrating life and more. Pre-arrangements with confidence, trust and care from our family to yours. Finch and Finch Funeral and Cremation Service. A family serving families since 1905.
Now back to the action with Colonel Sports on 105.5 KD Country.
In basketball, the right combination can save a game. In life, it can save your wallet. Visit Lori Watkins State Farm Insurance in Altavista to talk about combining your home and auto insurance and save some money. Like the Colonels, Lori Watkins State Farm wants to put together the right combination so you can win with all of your insurance and financial services needs. Reach Lori or her team at loriwatkins.net to start winning today. Good luck, Colonels.
Hey, Oscar, my insurance situation isn't too good. I need to find somebody new.
Just call Mike Kinlaw. I've been a customer of his for over 20 years.
Mike Kinlaw, huh? I always knew he was a big Colonel fan.
Well, he's an independent insurance agent, so he can shop around and make sure you get the best rates. I mean, you can go online and try the Lizard or the guy that wears khakis, but hey, he's an Altavista graduate. He supports the teams. He's involved in the community. You can't get more than that.
Sounds like I'm calling Kinlaw Insurance Agency.
Yeah, call Mike at 369-5612.
369-5612.
You'll always leave happy after purchasing a Best Bet Motor Sales vehicle. Stop by our Rustburg or Amherst site and check out our great inventory of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Best Bet Motor Sales, proud to have been awarded the Virginia Quality Dealer Award for District 6, 2016-2017. See for yourself our great selection of pre-owned vehicles. Browse our vehicles. BestBetMotorsales.com, home of the 60-second guaranteed credit approval.
The high school, the Subway pregame show continues. It's Carver Academy in Altavista getting set to tangle here. Oscar Briggs, and it's an interesting game from a lot of respects, but we should point out multiple times it's an elimination game. The loser of this one, their season is done. The winner will advance on not only to the region semifinal, but you punch your ticket for the state quarterfinal as well.
Yeah, and you know, they changed that several years ago. It gives you an opportunity to where it's not lose one and done like it was in the old days.
Right.
And I kind of like it.
I like it too. Very quickly, let's talk about last week, how the Altavista Colonels got here. It was a win over William Campbell on Tuesday to solidify their place in the region tournament. And then they won the Conference 44 title against Riverheads in a game that was back and forth. We loved it. It was wonderful basketball. The Colonels were really tested.
Yeah, it was probably one of the better basketball games on both sides that we've seen all year. It wasn't always the cleanest, but boy, that Riverheads team is extremely well coached, and I wouldn't want to run into them down the road.
Colonels could face them again. Riverheads would have to beat Matthews tonight and then win another ball game in the opposite semifinal game to get in there. And there's also another possibility, too, of both teams lost in the semifinal. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's Carver Academy from Chesterfield. They're coached by William Simon. And, Oscar, you dug up some details. They had a couple guys that came off the bench last week and scored over 20 points. You just sit here and watch them in warm-ups, and you can tell these guys can play a little bit.
And one of the things that Coach Harris talked about, and I was talking to Coach Tinsley before the game, and Altavista's going to kind of turn up the pressure, that they think that Carver's ball handling skills are a little at risk, and they're going to try to exploit that early.
Starting lineup will be a little different tonight to reflect that. Oscar and I will talk about that when we come back. It's a Subway pregame show. It's a special edition tonight for a lot of reasons, but it's the last game, at least in the foreseeable future, for my broadcast partner here. So we'll show him a little bit of love. We've got something special planned for the halftime break, Mr. Briggs. We'll just have to wait and find out exactly what it is. Unless somebody let the cat out of the bag or something. He's got a little bit of
no comment.
Okay.
No comment.
You're going to plead the fifth on that one. All right. Well, we'll have fun regardless, whether you know about it or not. We'll have fun with the great ball game, too. It's the Subway pregame show. We're back with the starting lineups, the national anthem tip-off, less than 2 minutes away between Carver Academy and Altavista High School. It's all going to be live on 105.5 KD Country.
Installing atrium vinyl replacement windows is like an investment in your home that can begin to pay dividends right away. You can save up to 30% or more on your home's heating and cooling costs. Add to your home's equity and add to its value by upgrading its looks and energy efficiency. Custom crafted atrium vinyl replacement windows. Invest in your home's future with English's.
English's is your complete home center.
Business 29 Altavista.
Have you looked at your business banking fees lately? I'm Sean Stone with First National Bank, and we have the best business accounts which offer serious savings for your company. We have a full menu of business products from checking accounts and remote deposit capture to online banking. And we have a local merchant card representative who will customize services just for your business. So let First National Bank prepare an analysis of your current activity and show how we will reduce your banking fees. First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Subway, Monday is no longer Monday. It's Sweet Onion Chicken Teriyaki Day. That's the $3.50 sub of the day. Subway has a different 6-cent sub of the day every day of the week. Each has no artificial flavors or colors from artificial sources. For just $3.50, it's a great sub for a great price. Wednesday, that's Turkey Breast Day. Friday, Tuna Day. The $3.50 sub of the day every day at Subway. At participating restaurants, additional charges for extras and deluxe plus tax may not be combined with other offers, coupons, or discount cards.
A short drive will save you money.
I'm Greg Walker with an exciting new offer from Feller Chevrolet. Purchase any new or used vehicle of Feller's and receive a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty and a 3-day, 100% money-back guarantee. Again, a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and a 3-day money-back guarantee. At Feller Chevrolet, we stand behind what we sell, and we save you money. Come see us. You'll be glad you did.
A short drive will save you money. Feller Chevrolet in Altavista.
Life happens: divorce, family problems, criminal charges, civil litigation, personal injury cases. Turn to David W. Shreve, an experienced attorney at law. David W. Shreve has been practicing law for over 30 years. Free consultation for personal injury cases. David W. Shreve wishing good luck to the Altavista boys basketball team in the playoffs. Go Colonels! David W. Shreve, located 7th Street, Altavista, or by phone 369-6621.
There's nothing like a winning team to bring pride and enthusiasm to a community. The Altavista Office of Economic Development is a proud supporter of Colonel Sports. Congratulations to the coaches and players on a winning season, and good luck in the basketball playoffs. The Altavista Office of Economic Development, helping grow a better community. For more information and business incentives, contact Dennis Jarvis at Town Hall, 7th Street, Altavista.
Your home for Colonel sports coverage. 105.5 KD Country.
Final segment of the Subway post-game show is here. I'm Kyle Haney. He's Oscar Briggs. We thank you so much for joining the basketball party on the radio. It's also a makeshift retirement party for Mr. Briggs. You're not fully retired, but it's your last basketball game in the foreseeable future. I'm of the opinion that we're going to get you back somewhere down the road, an encore, impromptu performance type of thing. But it's going to be fun. We're going to have fun. We'll have a great basketball game, I think, too. Mr. Briggs, they're reading some special announcements at the moment right now. While they're doing that, Oscar, let me tell you about our sponsors here tonight, our starting lineup, the folks that make it all possible. Feller Chevrolet now offering a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. Kinlaw Insurance Agency, locals providing affordable insurance options. Call Mike and Jonah. First National Bank. They might be talking about you, Mr. Briggs. Yeah. It got very quiet in here all of a sudden. Yeah, they are talking about Mr. Briggs. The public address man, Robert Duff, reading a special announcement here tonight honoring Oscar. We'll let him listen to it here, and I'll tell you that First National Bank helps you bring home more bacon. English is your complete home center, now offering a complete line. Carhartt clothing for men and women. February sale still on. Napa Auto Parts at Altavista. Find your Napa know-how on Main Street. English Construction, wishing our high school athletes an exciting and injury-free game. PCM Industrial Services, now with mobile welding and repair service. The Altavista Office of Economic Development. We invite you to come find one of a kind. Finch and Finch Funeral and Cremation Service. Family serving families since 1905. as the applause comes out for Mr. Briggs here. And he's going to stand
Thank you, guys.
Here we go. Excellent stuff. They're honoring Mr. Briggs in the gymnasium here tonight. Our very own Oscar Briggs. We remember when you were just knee-high to a grasshopper. He still got his flip-flops on. Back to our starting lineup here. PCM Industrial Services, now with mobile welding and repair service. The Altavista Office of Economic Development invites you to come find one of a kind. Finch and Finch Funeral and Cremation Service, a family serving families since 1905. Best Bet Motor Sales, Virginia Quality Dealer, District 6 Award winner. David W. Shreve, divorce, family problems, criminal charges, personal injury. Turn to David W. Shreve, attorney at law. Lori Watkins, State Farm agent in Altavista, your new neighbor here for when life happens. D.L. Bryant Heating and Cooling. Call Donnie at 841-1580. It's 841-1580. And El Cazador. Check out the daily lunch specials at Altavista's original Mexican restaurant. All right, Oscar Briggs, your thought on the announcement there read by public address man Robert Duff, and then the nice round of applause that you received.
Yeah, I saw a couple standing ovations. You know, it goes back. I've been fortunate enough I started running the football clock, and then they got to do PA for football and basketball, girls basketball, and then certainly the grace of Dave Haney and Elizabeth Haney and the Haney family and WKDE had the opportunity to start working with you and Justin Bishop and Bob Albus and numerous other people. And it's really a lifelong dream, and it's something that, you know, I'm really going to try to investigate as I relocate south, some other opportunities to continue to do this type of activity. I mean, I love it. It keeps you in the high school. And, you know, once a colonel, always a colonel.
That's right. Just make sure they broadcast online like we do at kdcountry.com so we can pop in and keep some tabs on you. The Altavista Colonels starting lineup for tonight. We mentioned a little bit altered. They're going to go with number 3, Mateo Ballback, number 4, Daquan Poindexter, number 5, Chancellor Mormon, number 12, Christian Gilbert, and number 30, Josh McClure. OB, the change there being Christian Gilbert not normally in the starting lineup. We don't even think he got into games last week, but Coach Troy Harris wants some extra ball pressure. He wants a smaller lineup, a quick guard-heavy lineup, and he's got that tonight by inserting Christian Gilbert.
Well, Gilbert's a dog defender, and you throw in Chancellor Mormon as well, and like I said, they're really going after the backcourt and really try to put pressure on them early and see if they can get out early and fast on this Carver Academy team.
Tell us about the starters real quick for the Wolverines. We know it's your retirement party on the radio here, but you still got to do a little bit of work.
They're going with number 12, Zachary Keller. He had 21 in the other night. Jordan Harrington, who the scouting report says is probably their best all-around ball player. Number 24, Kayvon Whedon. Number 32, Torrin Lee. And number 35, Richard Mosher.
It's a team with some size at jump circle here. Oh, Galliard actually out there at jump circle in the starting lineup. Carver wins the tip. We'll discuss the lineup here in just a moment. The Carver Wolverines wearing black. They've got gold and white trim. Altavista in the home whites defending the goal to our right. We are courtside here at Altavista High School. This is Jordan Harrington. He's got a big semi-afro on his head, and he's well put together. He bounces in the corner to number 12, Zachary Keller. Three-pointer on the way from Carver. No good. It's rebounded out of the sky by Lawrence Galliard in the mid-post. Colonels bring it in quickly. Malback high steps across the timeline. It's a zone defense for Carver to open up. There's a steal there. Poked away, and it ended up in the hands of Harrington.
It was a very aggressive zone. They were out closing fast.
Yeah, they're not exactly sitting back in a 2-3 zone, are they?
And they've got some length.
Sure do. 7:10 left to play in the first quarter. It's presented by English's, your complete home center. Carver's coach is William Simon. He gives a set play signal from the bench. He's clad in a black suit, black shirt. Altavista's coach, Troy Harris, in the normal khaki pants and orange shirt. In the corner, it goes to number 24, Kayvon Whedon. He tried to lob it down low to the big man, Richard Mosher, and it got intercepted by Daquan Poindexter. Poindexter brings up left sideline. Ball back, drives, jump stop. Kick in the corner to McClure, who fires for 3. He was in and out very close, OB.
Looked good for a long time.
6:35 left to play. We still have no score here from Altavista High School. This is Keller driving. Good defense by Malback. He gave some ground, and he put the hands up in the air. McClure down the right side of the lane. Goes to the right edge of the iron. It's fouled. The shot doesn't fall. It finally stops play with 6:25 left in the first. It was, a minute and a half of uninterrupted basketball there, Mr. Briggs. We barely had time to catch our breath.
And Josh McClure will go to the line shooting two. Knocks down the first. Josh shooting 51% from the free throw line.
It's a 1-0 lead for the Altavista Colonels here in this English's, your complete home center. First quarter. Sinks the second. Looked very true. The form and the release were good. 2-0. Early advantage for the home team clad in white. Some full court pressure. There's Chancellor Mormon in the backcourt trying to smother.
This is where that pressure's coming in.
Malback went to the double team, and they got the steal. Ended up in Mormon's hands. He goes to that.
Nice.
Ball's off the window. Early 4-0 advantage for Altavista.
The Chancellor almost, that wasn't just a normal layup.
Good spin move and then a pass there. Keller went up, but he took too many steps. It was a good feed from Richard Mosher. He's the big man.
And I was watching Keller in warm-ups, and he can absolutely shoot off the dribble, fadeaways, moving left, moving right. Strong jump shooter.
They're a well-put-together team, Oscar.
They're in a 1-3-1, it looks like.
Extended right. Good call there. Poindexter, open three from the left wing. Back iron, no good. There's an offensive board by Lawrence Galliard. Tried to bounce pass along the baseline to McClure, but that was intercepted by Mosher. Here comes number 21, Jordan Harrington. He'll angle to his left and pass over to the left sideline. Mosher, dribble, drive, quick first step. McClure swatted it out of his hands.
Josh did a great job moving his feet.
Josh has it right back in transition. Drew some contact, really threw the right shoulder into the chest of Mosher and was fouled in the process. McClure back to the charity stripe. 5:29 left to play in the English's, your complete home center, first quarter.
Coach Harris getting ready to go to his bench. He's bringing in Jake Adams, of course, another high-energy player who helped defensively, and bringing in Lance Bain, the zone killer. Lance shooting 40% from three-point land.
Plenty of shout-outs to come here during your retirement celebration and then also the basketball party on the radio, but an early one to the Cothran family. They're celebrating Aunt Lynn's birthday tonight, so they couldn't be in the house, but they are tuned in. The substitutes come in, and Oscar talked about it. It's Lance Bain, number 2, and number 1, Jacob Adams. It's a 4-0 Altavista advantage as the crowd in the arena is into it. McClure sinks 1 of 2. 5-0. Altavista on top. 5:27 left to play in the first. Substitute in the ball game for Carver is Stephen Pettaway. And Pettaway is promptly fouled by, it looked like, Lance Bain, Oscar.
It's going to be on the floor. That was Bain.
On the court for the Colonels, it's Bain, Malback, Adams, McClure, and Poindexter. Here comes the inbound play for Carver. They're working left to right from our perspective. They toss it into Pettaway. It was nearly intercepted by Bain. Pettaway will try and work around a Mosher screen. He's still got Bain glued to his hip. Carrying violation is the call as you hear the whistles blow. Pettaway just got that hand underneath the basketball OB, and that's a no-no.
Yep, and Pettaway went for 25 in the semifinals of the conference tournament.
5-0, the Altavista advantage. Bain launches for 3 and connects from the left side. Lance Bain, you mentioned he's the zone killer due to his outside shooting prowess, and he showed it right there. 8-0, the Altavista lead. This is Keller. Quick move, then leaves it off to number 21, Harrington, who scores for 3. It's the first points on the board for Carver.
Colonels up 8-3, 4:44 remaining here in the first quarter.
Altavista in the front court left, scoring on the far basket. We're here at Altavista High School. You've got time to get down to the gym on Bedford Avenue. Here's Malback. Circus lay-in won't fall. Rebounded by Jacob Adams. He wants to dribble it back out to the perimeter. He does.
That's that high energy that we talked about. Bain in trouble as they extend that zone out.
Bain with the knee-high dribble. He finally leaves it off for Malback. Bullet pass inside to Jacob Adams, who had it swatted out of his hands by by a trio of Carver defenders.
Looks like he might have had some contact, but so far they've been letting them play a little bit, and I like it here when you get into the regional.
Yeah, it's 2 team fouls on Carver, 1 team foul at the moment on Altavista. We're exactly midway through this first quarter. It's presented by English's, your complete home center. February sale on the Carhartt gear still going on at English's. Carver basketball on the front court right. Big man Richard, this is another tall player. That's Torrin Lee that had the ball for a moment. He gives it back to Keller. Keller guarded by Malbeck. He'll float and score. Wow, athletic move there coming down the right side of the lane.
Yeah, he's an impressive ball player. He's got it all.
Just lobbed it high off the window pane, and it went down and hit the nylon for 2. That trims the Altavista lead down to 3. It's an 8-5 Colonel advantage. 3:27 left to play in the first. Long cross-court pass for Poindexter.
Nice
Find McClure. Then the extra feed inside to Adams. Adams promptly fouled as he goes up. Got hit in the shoulder area and then probably on the elbow, too. This is going to send the junior, number 1, Jacob Adams, to the free throw line and shoot a pair.
Jake shooting 38% from the free throw line.
Yeah, Adams is one of those guys who is almost as high a percentage from three-point land as he is from the free throw line, and it doesn't seem right since the free throw line is at least 19 feet away, and the free throw line's 15 feet, and the three-point line at least 19, or further if you're back more. Adams missed the first, second one on the way from the right-handed shooting junior. No good. High rebound collected by Torrin Lee. Carver's going to take their time and walk it into the front court. Mormon will back off his man-to-man defense from Harrington. Harrington passes to the right sideline. This is Petaway. Man-to-man defense from the Altavista Colonels. They lead by 3, 8-5. Keller was fouled, no whistle, and Adams ended up getting a steal. Comes down the right side, finger roll.
Wow.
It's pushed back into the hole by Mateo Malbeck, who really timed the jump up just perfectly, Oscar.
Well, he did, and Mateo Malbeck's done a nice job with these second chance points. One of the better guards.
10-5. Altavista leads by 5. Does it seem like the Colonels have a little extra spark, a little extra intensity?
I think certainly on the defensive end there's a little bit different and a little bit higher intensity.
Three-pointer on the way from Keller. It was close but wouldn't fall, and then a whistle, a foul on number 35, Richard Mosher. He got on the back of Lawrence Galliard. That's the 4th team foul on Carver and Adams.
When Donnie Turner called that foul, it looked like he was almost going to say it was down on this end. He was going to call it on Galliard, but he got that call right.
It had the appearances of that. Malbeck will saunter across the timeline in here and working right to left from our perspective. 10-5, the Altavista lead. They're taking on the Carver Academy Wolverines from out of Chesterfield. It's 1A East Region basketball action, and we're glad you're joining our party on the radio. Bain thinks about a 3, dribbles to the baseline left, pulls up, knocks down a silky smooth 10-footer. That's a nice weapon in Lance Bain's arsenal there, O.B.
Well, that's been the shortfall that we've seen in his game is the penetration and ability to hit that mid-range jumper. He's had a lot of problems. Losing the ball with that crossover dribble, but certainly the last 2 ball games, that's the 3rd one he's been able to get in that mid-range and convert. If he can do that, that opens up McClure and Galliard in the paint.
Sure does. Mormon and Malbeck combined to harass Harrington into losing the basketball. It's an Altavista lead, 12-5. They've got the ball. Malbeck will take his time. He'll look right and get a signal from head coach Troy Harris. But 2 minutes to play in the first.
Back in a 2-3 zone now. As Carver continues to... We see this more and more against the Colonels, is that people really, they don't stick with one defense. They change. They go to 2-3. They go to 1-3-1. They do a little bit of man. But predominantly it's been zone because the Colonels are only shooting 25%
Here comes
overall.
A three-pointer from Malbeck just off the mark. Rebound battled for, and I think the Colonel committed a foul. Yeah, it's on number 1, Jacob Adams. It's the 3rd team foul on Altavista. Back to your point about the zones, Coach Harris thought that they would see more 2-3 zone. He didn't really mention the 1-3-1, but clearly Carver capable of mixing up the defenses when they want to.
Boy, I used to love to see a 2-3.
Referring to Mr. Briggs' outside shooting prowess. Malbeck did get a steal, then threw a wild one to the backboard. Mormon's second chance shot is blocked by number 32, Torrin Lee. Colonel still have it, though. Ball back. He'll circle into the paint left to right. Sends it in the corner to McClure, who scores. Bingo. It's a free ball from the corner pocket, and there's a timeout by Carver Academy.
Let's take it with them.
Altavista leading by 10, 15-5. Timeout on the floor with 90 seconds left to play in the first on 105.5 KD Country.
PCM Industrial Services recognizes the importance of high school athletics by sponsoring this award-winning broadcast. PCM Industrial Maintenance and Construction Specialists providing welding, millwright, erection, and fabrication services to all forms of industry throughout the Mid-Atlantic region. From offices in Altavista, PCM Industrial Services congratulates the Altavista basketball teams on another successful season. Good luck in the playoffs. Go Colonels.
Your home for Colonel sports coverage. 105.5 KD Country.
15-5, the Altavista Colonels opening up a lead. Got a three-pointer from Bain earlier in the quarter, Oscar, and then a big one there from the blue-collar man, Josh McClure.
And the Colonels, like I said, are only averaging about 3.5 threes per ball game, and if they can get more than he has, get in the six range where they've been the last couple of games, it really opens up McClure and Galliard in the middle.
You've got a great stat about points in the paint. We'll get to that in a second. A runner from Torrin Lee won't fall. Poindexter has a lead, finds a wide-open Josh McClure up ahead. Easy finish from the left side for McClure. He's got the last five for the Colonels. They're all of a sudden racing out to a 17-5 lead.
There's that ball pressure that we talked about.
Oh, Altavista nearly got another steal, but Mormon got his hand caught in the cookie jar there, whistled for a foul.
And that's his second. That'll bring Jake Adams or Patrick Gilbert back into the game.
That was one of those ones there, Oscar, where Mormon might have been clean, but the way he swiped at it had the appearances of a foul. He'll come out for a little breather. 5 Colonels on the court at the moment are Poindexter, Malback, McClure, Galliard, and Adams. Circus shot thrown up by Zach Keller was nowhere close. It hit the backboard, but nothing else.
He wanted the foul.
Colonels in transition. Another three-pointer from Poindexter. No good. Offensive board from Adams on the right side. Stick back won't go from the right block. Galliard has a second chance. His will fall. We've got 40 seconds left to play in the first. 19-5. Altavista's lead is expanding. The Colonels really in charge here. Carver not in desperation mode yet. Keller with a pull-up three-pointer. Book it. 19-8. First points for Carver in a long time. McClure bluffs the three. Passes along the perimeter there to Malback. Malback, a little half-no look to Lawrence. Wow. Galliard with the leaner off the glass and in. 21-8, the Colonels on top.
Big quarter for the Colonels.
Sure is. They're scoring in a bunch of different ways, and they've got another steal. Down to 8 seconds. Poindexter has it. He'll run it into the front court. Bumped on the hip there by Zachary Keller. That stops play with 5.6 ticks.
And that was a good foul by Keller. Daquan had a head of steam, and that stops Colonels from shooting free throws.
Knowing what we know about Daquan Poindexter, he was probably thinking about climbing the ladder for a dunk.
I don't know. After the William Campbell game last week, he may have been a little bit reserved.
We'll see. 5.6 seconds left. Colonels basketball in the front court left. Malback catches left wing. It's knocked out of bounds by some nice defense by Stephen Pettaway. Now the Colonels have 0.9 seconds left. It's a sideline inbound play. Time for a catch and shoot, but probably not time for a dribble. Let's see what Poindexter does. He'll throw it to the rim. Lob play to Galliard, who couldn't control it. It was a great design, but they couldn't execute. Nevertheless, it's a wonderful first quarter start for Altavista. 21-8. They lead Carver Academy. Second quarter on the way. And you return to 105.5 KD Country.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes in Virginia are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Brought to you by English Construction Company, with offices in Lynchburg.
Your home for Colonel sports coverage. 105.5 KD Country.
Altavista 21, Carver Academy 8. A great first quarter for the Colonels, Mr. Briggs. Really, you probably couldn't have drawn it up any better, honestly.
Defensively, they played extremely well, and Carver really never really got in their offense and did get a lot of clean looks. I mean, Keller hit a couple of very difficult shots.
Yeah.
Harrington hit the three, and other than that, they didn't get a lot of good looks.
No, they didn't. They seemed to rush their offensive set sometimes, but some of that was due to the Colonels' defense.
Yeah, and I don't know how many steals the Colonels picked up. For probably 5, 4.
We're going to have to pay you more for you to keep track of those. That would be really hard work to keep track of all the steals, wouldn't it? Altavista will start the basketball, or start with the basketball in the second quarter. Pardon me, it's zone defense from Carver again. Adams will try for 3. Line drive from the left corner doesn't go. Rebounded by the Wolverines. Whedon tosses up ahead to Jordan Harrington. Harrington with the waist-high dribble, chest pass to the left side, back to Whedon. 21-8, the Altavista lead. Colonels have Adams, Poindexter, McClure, Galliard, and Malbeck. This is a big man torn lead.
That's right.
Offensive foul on number 21, Jordan Harrington, away from the basketball. Too much rough stuff there in trying to pop free and also set a screen. It's his second, Carver's 6th as a team. Colonels in the white jerseys, working right to left from our perspective. We're down here courtside at Altavista High School. Special stuff coming up for our fine friend Oscar Briggs here at halftime. Nice pass from Poindexter. Got up in the air and then wrapped it around the defender. It was an easy bucket after that from Lawrence Galliard.
When Daquan Poindexter had a rough stretch for about 5 or 6 games, but the last 3, including this one, really see his confidence growing again, and it's the Daquan we saw early in the year.
Steal by Josh McClure. They tried to lob it downstairs to Justin Duncan. Poindexter steps inside and dunks it home. There's the dunk from Daquan Poindexter. Hit the Quan on him, and the crowd goes bananas. What a flush, and there was traffic too. Another turnover there by Carver. No, it was a turnover. The official originally signaled Carver basketball, but they threw it out of bounds. It's going to go back to the Colonels.
When you talked about the steals earlier, Kyle, Colonels are averaging 7 steals a game. That's an impressive number.
You think they're at that number already?
Yes.
5 or 6, I bet.
Yeah.
25-8, the Colonels lead. The most recent basket, the thunderous one-handed jam for Poindexter. 3-pointer from McClure. Back of the iron. High rebound. Jockey for. Galliard has it. Shies away from the basket. Throws it up with the right hand. The ball is still loose. No, it's out of bounds. It's last touch off of the Colonels. They get some great looks from inside there, but couldn't convert.
Even the 3 from McClure was online, just a little strong.
6:27 left to play in the second quarter. It's a 25-8 Altavista lead. Here comes Petaway. He'll sky off the window. No good. Galliard with the rebound right underneath the basket. Poindexter will race it up far sideline. Angles to the hoop. Lost the basketball on the dribble, and that's a traveling violation. I think he might have had the stars in his eyes again there.
I don't know if he had a dunk or the assist in mind, because Daquan's just that kind of kid.
Love it when he plays full speed, though, don't you?
And again, we talked about it. He just doesn't get enough credit. We haven't talked about his defense enough. He always draws a tough assignment.
Sure does. Petaway driving. Shot was partially blocked by Bain and McClure. Then there's a foul after the play. The foul is on number 15, Stephen Petaway, trying to get the basketball back.
Well, and if you look
1-1.
during the 1-1, excuse me for interrupting, right Yeah, the body language for Carver looks like they might be outmatched.
Yeah, they had the long trip, as we mentioned. Although not ridiculously long.
No,
I mean, they're out of Chesterfield. It's not like going from Bristol down to the beach or anything like that. It's Lawrence Galliard on the free throw line for a 1-and-1. First one's off the mark left. It's rebounded by number 32, Torin Lee. The Carver Wolverines are going the other way. Shake and bake move by Harrington on the far sideline. He's in the paint. 14-footer on the way. No good. Rimmed out. Basketball loose and then out of bounds off Lawrence Galliard, who came out of his shoe, and he'll have to put that back on. Kind of a tight fit there after you got it all laced up. 5:46 left to play in the second quarter. Brought to you by English's, your complete home center. Not many stoppages to play tonight, not many free throws. Time's flying by. A poke away by Josh McClure. He couldn't get the steal, but he's going to force Carver to re-inbound.
Well, it is flying by. We're 5:44 in the second quarter remaining.
25-8, Altavista Colonel's lead. They opened up with an 8-0 advantage. It's really been all Colonels all the time. Nice hesitation move by Petaway to make a beeline to the basket. He's fouled on the floor. Should not be in the act of shooting here. It's going to be the fifth foul on the Carver Wolverine. No, that foul was on the Altavista Colonels. Pardon me.
I couldn't tell if it was on Daquan or it is on Daquan. That's his first.
Inbound play coming up for Carver. They lob it over to the far sideline left. Torin Lee has it. Now it's back to Jordan Harrington. Harrington step back three-pointer in and out. No good. You got to agree that Carver's slightly snake bit. They've shot a lot of shots that have rattled around the rim but just won't fall in. 25-8, the Altavista Colonel lead. 5:20 left to play here in the English. It's your complete home center second quarter. I told you more shout-outs on the way. How about somebody at your own flesh and blood listening tonight, Oscar? Caitlin Briggs tuned in. McClure misses from close range. Didn't miss the second time, though. It looked like one of Caitlin's sets where she just tapped it back up to a teammate, except McClure tapped it to the rim for two.
And she did just chime in and say, by the way, you did announce some volleyball for your daughter. So.
Uh-oh, that hurts. Colonel's up 19, though, blocked, and looking to get some more. It was partially blocked by Bain. McClure grabbed it out of the air. Josh McClure will bring it up the far sideline. Bounces to Lance Bain in the left corner. Head fake, jump stop to the front edge of the iron. Shot won't fall. Rebounded by Carver's Torin Lee. Wolverines basketball in the front court with 4:33 left to play in the half. There's Petaway with some contact on McClure. Jumper wouldn't fall after it. I think he's in the act of shooting, but it may be on the floor, Oscar.
Yeah, they're saying it's two.
27-8. I mean, with the miracle of KDCountry.com and the KD Country app, people can listen to you from wherever. It's wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah.
We just need more of them to do it. First one, good, by number 15, Stephen Petaway. Let me ask you this. Your sister tuned in England for this one? Had to go to bed early tonight?
No.
What time is it over there?
It's, 5 hours different.
5 hours ahead, okay.
She may be snoozing.
I hear you. Well, we'll put the game on YouTube anyway. Make sure we're recording this one. Our sound engineer is Katie. She's doing a wonderful job. We actually had to battle through some technical difficulties, but the fans at home probably didn't even notice. First free throw was good by Stephen Petaway. Second one on the way from the right-handed shooter, no good. There's an athletic rebound from Lawrence Galliard with the right hand. Leaves it off for Mateo Malbeck. Colonels in the front court again, 27-9, their lead with 4:20 left to play in the half. McClure, pass fake, jab step. Now here comes the dribble with the left hand. In the corner goes to Malbeck. They got him with a walk. He kind of got a running start.
He got excited. He got excited because he made that little move and was able to go baseline, and he had a clear cut to the basket.
Colonels will sag off the man-to-man pressure just a little bit. Wolverines in the front court, head away, spin move. It was altered by McClure. Offensive rebound, stuck up and in by number 50, Rome Hudson.
That's a great name.
Yes, it is. I was talking to Elizabeth Haney about the name Rome Hudson. I said, sounds like he's like Rock Hudson's son or something. Love that name. He's got 2 points. Oh, Bain lost the basketball on the far sideline. It's almost like the pass caught him by surprise. So there's a rare turnover by the Altavista Colonels, at least rare in this game, Oscar. They've really played flawlessly for most.
Really have. And I think Lance just took his eyes off of it. He was looking to see where he was in relation to the defender and if he had a jump shot available.
Colonels have slowed down a bit. They scored 21 in the first quarter. They've got 27-11 now, up and under. Lay-in falls by Stephen Petaway. That cuts the lead to 27-13. So really, Carver Wolverines was sort of a mini run that we're in the midst of right now, Oscar.
21-8 was the score of the quarter. Colonels 6-5 here in the second quarter.
Altavista basketball in the front court left. It goes in the right low post to McClure. He gets fallen on by a defender and tried to shovel the basketball to the side of the iron, but really couldn't even get it out of his hands. The foul was on the aforementioned Rome Hudson. 3:18 left to play. The second quarter is presented by English's, your complete home center. They're on North Main Street in Altavista. McClure, high arcing free throw goes in. And Altavista's back up to 28-13.
My sister is listening from England. How about that?
Love it. They're tuned in across the pond. Have some tea for us. You know I'm a big hot tea fan. I got you on the hot tea train a little bit. You've always been on that?
Yeah.
Excellent. McClure sinks both. It's 29-13 Altavista lead. We're going to have fun at halftime. All you Oscar Briggs fans, stay tuned. We got something special planned.
You guys hijacked me or something.
Who hijacked you? Oh, nearly a steal by Jacob Adams. He was digging his teeth, looking to get the basketball back there from Stephen Petaway.
And Zeller just did, Petaway just did a little motion to Petaway. He said kind of backdoor on that situation because Altavista's overplaying.
Tried to take advantage of the Colonel's aggressiveness. There's a steal by Jacob Adams. The aggressiveness got the basketball back. Adams, finger roll lay-in is good. The Colonels have 31. They're on top and in charge here. 2:40 left to play in the half. Keller pops to the top of the key. Floater on the way. Never drew any iron. Got his own rebound back. Nice play. He threw it off of Jacob Adams' shoulder. Keller never stops moving. He's fun to watch. He's about 6 feet tall. He's a little bit flashy, but he's got the motor to go with it. He sends the inbound pass along to Jordan Harrington. Harrington, he'll try a fadeaway two that is good. It's an NBA-like offense for Carver, isn't it, Oscar? It's a lot of pull-ups and fadeaways, isolation type of plays. Colonel's lead is at 16 at the moment, 31-15.
We're listening in Surfside already.
Already?
Yeah, awesome. Cindy Parrish is listening.
Stay tuned for halftime, boys and girls. Galliard, he nearly got the finger roll to fall. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's the basketball party on the radio, and it's also something special, the Oscar Briggs retirement party. I'm going to call it a semi-retirement party because, again, I think we're going to get you back here in the booth at some point.
A leave of absence?
An indefinite leave of absence. It's not a paid leave of absence.
They're listening in Mebane, North Carolina.
All right.
Other sisters listening.
Well, she might even be able to get us on 105.5 there, right? Maybe? Get a good antenna. 32-15. Lawrence Galliard does sink the first free throw. We got to remember we got a basketball game going on. Do we? I think it helps that the Colonels are up 17 in the second quarter.
This is so far. I know it's early. Solid. One of the better performances we've seen.
Well, I think it's Altavista's best start anyway.
Yes.
Don't you?
Yes.
I mean, we've seen some good quarters, but a lot of times it's been in the second half. Where
The third quarter's been huge for the Colonels.
33-18. Lawrence Galliard, the junior, the Dragon, he sinks both free throws. Here comes Stephen Pettaway. He'll split a double team and score. Quick burst of speed there to get right through two Colonel defenders.
With 5 in the quarter, and Pettaway's got a great first step.
Yeah, he does. 1:48 left to play in half. Ball back. Open three from dead on. No good. High rebound. Oh, it's grabbed by Josh McClure. Look at the little shovel, no look. Lawrence Galliard could not get a shot attempt up.
What a pass by Daquan.
From Poindexter downstairs to find McClure waiting on the right post. He scores for two. It was a two-handed overhead line drive pass from Daquan Poindexter. 90 seconds left in the half. There's a tripping foul at midcourt. I think they got Daquan Poindexter, just got the feet tangled up with Stephen Pettaway.
That's his second.
Pettaway is going to step to the free throw line. He'll shoot a 1-1 with 1:25 left to play, exactly in the English is your complete home center second quarter. 35-17, Altavista. It opened up the ball game with an 8-0 lead. They were leading 21-8 at the end of the first quarter. Free throw no good. Altavista boxed out well, cleared the lane. There were 4 white jerseys in the paint, no black jerseys. Timeout on the court by Troy Harris. Will take a 30-second timeout with 1:19 left to play in the half. Altavista leading 35-17 on 105.5 KD Country.
Some people have never tried food at a Mexican restaurant. So we asked Chad Shelton from Shelton's Plumbing and Heating about his experience.
I wasn't so sure what the green stuff was, but they slipped some on my plate one day, and now I won't have a meal without guacamole. Still can't spell it.
At El Cazador Mexican Restaurant, if you have questions, they give you the answers in English. Mexican and American foods, affordable prices, and fast service. Try it today. El Cazador, Main Street, Altavista.
Your home for Colonel sports coverage. 105.5 KD Country.
1:19 left to play in the second quarter. It's an Altavista lead, 35-17. I'm Kyle Haney. He is Agent Zero, the Big O, Oscar Briggs, and gosh, it's going exactly the way a Colonel fan would love
it. Well, it is, and I love the timeout by Troy Harris with a 1:19 here. Really focusing this last minute, up by 18, and really close out this quarter and half strong. And with some, I really like the call.
Sure. There's a steal by Keller. Lazy pass by Poindexter. He cannot convert from the right side. Ball back grabs the rebound and is promptly tackled by a combination of Keller and Michael Jabber. And the foul is on, I believe, number 10, Michael Jabber. Yep, his first. It's the 10th team foul on Carver Academy. Coach Troy Harris has some substitutes waiting at the scorer's table for the last minute and 2 seconds of the half.
Well, you got a couple of guys with 2 fouls, so you want to make sure that they don't pick up a third.
Yeah, better safe than sorry. You don't want to just think the game is won here in the second quarter.
And let's make a point there. As Pettaway broke away, Mateo Malbeck dug in, tracked him down, and was able to distract his shot enough to where it went off the backboard and kind of ran around the rim and fell off.
Yeah, just provided enough pressure. Absolutely right. Number 14, Christopher Furrier is in for Carver. For Altavista, it's Christian Gilbert, Lance Bain, Traquan Farmer, Chancellor Mormon, and Mateo Malback at the free throw line. Malback's second free throw, back iron, no good. Got his own rebound. Nobody boxed out for Carver. Here comes Lance Bain for three. Good! Lance Bain striking again from long distance. Altavista with 39 points in the half now.
And he's not done nothing but help his three-point shooting percentage tonight.
No kidding.
And he's becoming a more complete player. He's getting a little bit stronger on defense. He's able to penetrate now.
Maturing right before our eyes. Keller will fire for three. His shot is no good. High rebound. Stuck back in by Rome Hudson from the right side of the basket. Points for the Carver Wolverines. They trail by 20, 39-19. We've got 27 seconds left to play in the half. Christian Gilbert has it on the right wing. Nearly lost it. Wrap around pass to Mormon. Here comes Bain again for three. Oh, that was skipped off the iron. Traquan Farmer with a powerful rebound. Sticks it in with the left hand. How about Farmer muscling his way to 2 points? The Colonels have 41 now. 8 seconds. Oh, Farmer got a block, but there was some contact. Farmer might have been clean upstairs, but I think somebody got Petaway in the body, but they end up giving the foul to Traquan Farmer.
Well, the problem was Petaway was coming toward Farmer. Farmer went straight up and nowhere to go. And made a nice clean block, but the momentum from Petaway running into him, and you're going to get that call every time.
The foul was on Traquan Farmer. It's the 8th one on Altavista as a team. It's a two-shot foul for Stephen Petaway. We've got 5.4 seconds left to play in the half. Line drive free throw skips off the front of the iron, then does go in. 41-20 is the Altavista Colonel lead now. They'll have time to make or miss to get the ball in the front court, probably, Oscar. And get a buzzer beater up. No good. Rebounded by Christian Gilbert outside the paint. Gilbert up ahead quickly. Oh, the pass was off the target. Skipped off the hands of Mateo Malback with 1 second left. This is probably going to be a catch and shoot full court heave here from Carver Academy. Let me tell you right now, fans, to stay tuned for the Subway halftime show. We've got something special for our friend Oscar Briggs. There's the half-court try. It actually hit the backboard and would have counted, but the shot was off the mark from Petaway. Altavista leads at the halftime break, 41-20. When we come back, a tribute to my man to the left here, Mr. Oscar Briggs, and then we'll have some time to talk about some basketball on the Subway halftime show as well. It's Altavista 41 and Carver Academy 20. You're hearing it all live on 105.5 KD Country.
841-1580. That's the number to know this winter when your heat pump is in trouble. TL Bryant Heating and Cooling is the name to know for all your heating and air issues. Call 841-1580 to get Donnie and his team to your house or business fast. 841-1580. That's 434-841-1580. DL Bryant Heating and Cooling. The name to know this winter. The number to know, 841-1580.
Napa know-how.
When you grab a pair of Bosch Evolution Beam wiper blades, now $10 off at Napa, you'll have the confidence to tell Mother Nature to bring it. Because with Bosch Evolution wiper blades, now $10 off when you buy a pair, you'll show the weather who's really the boss. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores. Offer expires 2/28/17.
Brought to you by Napa of Altavista.
Finch and Finch Funeral and Cremation Service. A family serving family since 1905. Personal, memorable memorial moments, celebrating life and more. Pre-arrangements with confidence, trust and care from our family to yours. Finch and Finch Funeral and Cremation Service. A family serving family since 1905.
In basketball, the right combination can save a game. In life, it can save your wallet. Visit Lori Watkins State Farm Insurance in Altavista to talk about combining your home and auto insurance and save some money. Like the Colonels, Lori Watkins State Farm wants to put together the right combination so you can win with all of your insurance and financial services needs. Reach Lori or her team at loriwatkins.net to start winning today. Good luck, Colonels.
Your home for Colonel sports coverage. 105.5 KD Country.
Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. America and basketball fans all over the world. I'm Dave Haney, Vice President General Manager of KD Country Radio, and along with our President Elizabeth Haney, we want to take this special opportunity to salute Oscar Briggs for the special things that he's done for our sports broadcast here. For those of you who are not in the gym, you might have missed a fitting tribute to Oscar at the beginning of the game put on by Altavista High School, and that is not something you will see or hear very often in the high school basketball arena. In the meantime, we wanted to take this special opportunity to congratulate Oscar and thank him for all that he's done for our broadcast, for his dedication, passion, and knowledge that he's brought to our broadcast. It's been an award-winning career here, and Oscar's helped out quite a lot in that. Oscar, we wanted to do a little bit of a tribute, and so we walked around town and got some people to come into our studios, and they just had a few things to say to you.
I'm Kyle Haney. With me again this season, my very fine friend, esteemed colleague, a man with many nicknames. We'll call him Agent Zero for tonight, Oscar Briggs.
You selected Agent Zero. If that's correct, press 1.
Hey, Oscar, this is Troy Harris. I really appreciate your effort calling the games, and you're definitely one of the best color commentators in Altavista on any given night.
So long, farewell, I'll be here saying adieu, 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 to you and you and you.
Oscar Briggs, OB. I thought this was only a practical joke that Kyle has been pulling on me, but I guess it's real. I guess you're going. Your partnership, Oscar, as a broadcaster, has been absolutely phenomenal. I couldn't ask for a better one, but your friendship has been even just as great. I'll never forget you, especially since you had me clobbered at William and Mary by a Division I AA tight end, Aaron Rowan, that time. But most of the memories I cherish, Oscar, are good ones. Take care and keep in touch.
Oh, good luck, Pilgrim.
This is Eleanor, sound engineer of all of the football and basketball games. Just wanted to say thanks for doing all the games. I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a really long time, and I hope you enjoy your retirement. I mean, extended vacation.
I'm going to take myself out of the driver's seat, but I'm going to turn you over right now to Mr. Excitement, a man with limp damaged hair, but nevertheless a fireball.
Hey, Oscar, this is Danny at Village Barbershop. We're going to miss you during the games, and we're surely going to miss you $14 a month on the haircut.
Hey, this is Ty, man, and I just wanted to tell you that it's been a pleasure getting to know you. Talk to you about a lot of things, sports and non-other things. Certainly going to miss the opportunity to take money from you off the golf course, but maybe when I travel to Myrtle Beach, we can hook up. Appreciate all your support of me and our school and our student athletes. And the job that you have done for us it's been invaluable, and we're going to miss you. And I hope you got extra bedrooms, so when I come down there to play golf, I can crash at your house and eat all your food. Take good care, buddy. We're going to miss you.
I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of cheers.
Oscar, this is Dennis at Feller Chevrolet. I've really enjoyed your play-by-play action and seeing you on the golf course. Best of luck in the future, and you know it's true.
Oscar Briggs, this is Steve Dews, and the fellow Chevrolet staff want to wish you all success and hope that you have a prosperous career. Thank you, and goodbye.
Bon voyage.
Big shout out to Oscar from Glenn and Linda Miller. We've enjoyed all your broadcasts with Kyle when we can't be there. You're second to none. Thanks, and enjoy the beach.
Happy trails to you until we meet again.
Hey, Oscar, this is Lee Stennett with the president of the Altavista Colonels Club. We appreciate everything you have done for the Colonels and the athletic department. We're going to miss you. We love you, and good luck.
Hey, Oscar, it's Robert Duff. You've been such a great asset to Altavista Athletics for so many years. You will forever be a member of number one Colonel Country. Now go tee it up, dig your toes into the sand, and pull up a stool at your favorite establishment in Merle's Inlet and enjoy the sunset. Best of luck, my friend.
Howdy, Agent O, Kinlaw here. Hey, man, you're one of the few men on the planet that bleeds both Colonel Orange and Black and Carolina Blue. Hey, John and I are going to big-time miss listening to the Haney Briggs Colonel broadcast duo on Katy Country. Best of luck with your upcoming back surgery and with your move to the beach. Love you, man, and take care.
Up there, Mr. Briggs, and of course we couldn't get everybody involved in there, but we got a lot of them. We had some technical difficulties on our end, but I think you heard most of them, and you seem slightly embarrassed a little bit here, like maybe all this admiration is too much, but you deserve it, buddy. Great job.
I appreciate it, and it starts off with, Ty Gafford and Dean Hubbard allowing me to run the clock during football games seeing you and Eleanor and allowing me to take you under your wing and start doing a little broadcasting and something that I've really loved and really wanted to do for a long time. And I'm going to pursue some opportunities at the beach that I hope will pan out, and I'll get an opportunity to do some things down there. But it's, you know, once the Colonel, always the Colonel. I feel like, you know, I've gone with the hard grave. I feel like this is my home high school now, and I'm gonna greatly miss it.
Yeah, well, you know you're welcome back at any time. Just give us 24-hour heads up or something like that. It's this Subway halftime show. Hey, I said you're having fun here and we're partying, but we're going to put you to work. Tell us some halftime stats before we head into the third quarter.
Boy, for the Colonels, just about everybody, with the exception of Gilbert, that played scored. Jake Adams with 2, Lance Payne with 8, Mattel Malbeck with 3, Jake Quan with 2, Chancellor Mormon with 2, Trey Farmer with 2, Lawrence Jagger with 8, Josh McClure with 14. For Carver, a little bit more spare. Zachary Keller with 5, Stephen Pettaway with 6, Jordan Harrington with 5, and Rome Hudson with 4. Colonels up 41-20. I think it's a complete first half as we've seen out of the Colonels this year.
Definitely, I agree with you 100% there. I mean, 41 points, holding a pretty athletic and potent offensive team like Carver to just 20 points. I mean, we've seen their skills. Let me ask you the $100,000 question here, if you will. Is the ball game over? I mean, does Carver have a chance to get back into this thing?
We've seen Altavista get complacent, take their foot off the gas, and if they do that with the shooting that we've seen out of Harrington and Pettaway, they can get back in this ball game.
Yeah, I think they would have to hit some threes, but
they will.
I'm with you.
The Colonels are going to have to continue that defensive intensity, press the ball, press the guards, knock down a couple more threes, and it's going to be a tough task, long uphill climb for Carver to get out of this hole.
Yeah, I think if the Colonels keep their foot on the gas, they're probably okay. Subway halftime show has concluded. Carver will open up the third quarter with the basketball. We had a little fun there with Oscar Briggs at halftime. We'll make sure that gets posted to the YouTube channel so we can hear that whenever and wherever we want to. Long three-pointer skips out of bounds off the hands of Jordan Harrington and never even drew iron, so not a great start for Carver, but we're only 17 seconds into the second half. It's a 41-20 Altavista lead. The teams change ends. Colonels in the home whites working left to right now. This half of basketball, scoring on the basket nearest to Oscar and myself. Galliard got up on one foot, passed to the left wing, and found Daquan Poindexter. Oh, Altavista's thrown in the backcourt. That's a violation. Carver will take over again with 7:23 left to play in the third. It was a 21-8 Altavista lead at the end of the first, 41-20 at halftime, and that's where we stand at this moment.
Colonels are averaging 16 turnovers a game, and I think they were probably below, if you break that down into 8.5, I think they were below that in the first half.
Harrington skips his way from right to left across the perimeter. Nearly a steal in the Altavista Colonels, but it was poked out of bounds by the left hand of Daquan Poindexter.
I think Daquan didn't think he was going to be able to reach it. He put his hand on it, and I think he was shocked that the pass was as slow as it was.
7:05 left to play in the third. Soft double team is worked through by Stephen Pettaway. Three-pointer hoisted by Kevon Whedon. No good. Malback will bring it up near sideline right. He angles back to the middle, gets into the paint, throws up a floater. It got blocked by Richard Mosher. Wolverine basketball. They're in the front court left quickly. Head fake by Keller. Keller drives. He lost the basketball on the way up, and it's off of his hands, out of bounds. It's turnover there. Altavista's going to get the fill back with 6:43 left to play in the third, sporting the 41-20 lead. Zone defense again from Carver. Double team pressure and a foul by Kevon Whedon. That's at least his second. Pardon me, it's his first. What do I know, Oscar?
Oh, what a feed.
Nice pass. It was McClure finding Galliard. Galliard scores rather nonchalantly from the right side of the basket.
That interior passing that we've seen.
Those two work so well together.
They really do. There's another steal for the Colonels.
McClure has it. Going to leave it off for Poindexter. Daquan scores with the finger roll. He skied high. I think he was looking for the dunk, but may have lost the handle on the way up. Timeout by the Carver Wolverines. They trail by 25. 6:11 left to play in the third quarter on 105.5 KD Country.
Isn't too good. I need to find somebody new.
Just call Mike Kinlaw. I've been a customer of his for over 20 years.
Mike Kinlaw, huh? I always
insurance agent, so he can shop around and make sure you get the best rates. I mean, you can go online and try the Lizard or the guy that wears khakis, but hey, he's an Altavista graduate. He supports the teams. He's involved in the community. You can't get more than that.
Sounds like I'm calling Kinlaw Insurance Agency.
Yeah, call Mike at 369-5612.
369-5612.
Your station for high school sports play-by-play is 105.5 KD Country.
Our friend Mike Kinlaw even made the special Oscar Briggs send-off announcement there.
Yeah, he did.
It was a timeout by the Carver Wolverines. They trail by 25. It's inside to the big man Richard Mosher, who was fouled. He's going to try and cut into the Altavista lead here from the free throw line. 6:03 left to play in the third quarter.
That should be the third on Mormon.
You called it. First team foul this half on the Altavista Colonels. Mosher is about 6'4". He's rangy. He sports the leggings, the three-quarter length leggings. Nothing on the arms. Here's Jacob Adams coming into the ball game for Mormon. It's Adams, Mateo Malback, Lawrence Galliard, Daquan Poindexter, and Josh McClure. 6:03 left to play in the third. Mosher's second one rattles out as well, so no points from the charity stripe on that trip for the Wolverines. Colonels are in the front court quickly. Swinging the ball around the perimeter. Galliard stationed at the free throw line. It's over on the left sideline to McClure. He passes to the left point to Poindexter. Back to McClure. Colonels basketball. 5:45 left to play in this
penetration from Daquan to be able to make that assist over to Lawrence.
Colonels penetrate and then look to pass so well. It's not that they don't want to score, but they know that their teammates are going to pop free on that penetration. Off balance, long two from Harrington, no good. Rebound captured on one bounce by Daquan Poindexter. He's getting handled on the body and the jersey there. No whistles come out. Referees letting him play a little bit. McClure loses it after some contact, and then finally the Altavista Colonels lose the basketball. That possession was in jeopardy from when it started. Three-pointer from Wheaton. No good. McClure rebounds just on the left edge of the paint.
And there's really no offensive set for, oh, what a pass.
Galliard to the hoop. Sort of off balance, but got fouled and maybe bailed out by Mosher. I'll finish your point for you. It's sort of just find an open player and then jack a three or drive for Carver. It's not the old Hoosiers, let's make 4 or 5 passes. It's sort of, it's like I said, it's an NBA type of offense almost.
It's 4:49 remaining here in the third quarter. Colonels are now up 48-20.
Carver hasn't really set any screens either to free people up. You know?
They did a little bit early in the game, but
I mean, Altavista's run the man-to-man offense the whole time, Oscar, and there's a foul on Daquan Poindexter after the ball went in the basket. And Galliard made both.
That's his third.
Yep. 49-20. The Altavista advantage, pardon me, has swelled to 29. But my point was going to be, OB, that normally against the man-to-man defense, you screen to help guys get open. Screen off the ball, screen on the ball, all that kind of stuff. And you don't see that much from the Wolverines.
Carver's in a
double screen there, and it was too much from Richard Mosher. He didn't have his feet set. That's a foul on the offense. He can't believe it. He's going to ask the official what happened.
Carver's in a 3-minute. They have not scored this quarter. And, boy, Coach William Simon is just beside himself.
Colonels have 8 points. We've played 3 minutes and 30 seconds in this third quarter. Altavista's lead is 49-20. Adams catches, no dribble yet from the left wing. Shields the basketball with his body and then passes off the Malbeck. It's in the hands of Poindexter from the left wing. He's going to slow things down. Keller nearly had a steal. Malbeck has to race to save it. Finds McClure, who popped to the top of the key. 4:05 left to play in the third. Altavista sort of playing keep away, but I think they want to get the ball inside. There it goes to Galliard. Left post, spin move, up and under. Great move to get free, and Galliard scores with ease.
But, boy, how good was that ball movement from the left side back over to the right side that allowed?
That's what set it up.
Boy, it was beautiful.
Galliard with a nice individual move, but you're right, the passing sequence that got it to him was special too. Petaway, Leonard scores off the window. First points of the quarter for the Carver Wolverines. It's an Altavista lead, 51-22 at the moment. 3.5 to play in the third. Poindexter skies to catch a high pass from Malbeck. There's Galliard inside. He'll send it to McClure. Three-pointer was off the mark, but he got his own rebound. Power dribble, pump fake, and he traveled before he could get the shot up. Turnover by the Colonels. 51-22 is where the lead will stay, and Lance Bain Jr. back into the ball game for Altavista with 3:19 left in the third. I'll ask you the same thing I asked you before the half started, Oscar. It's three-pointer on the way from Keller. No good. Rebounded by Galliard. I was going to ask you if Carver was officially out of this thing yet. That missed three may have proved it right there. Bain jump stop to the iron. It hit the side, wouldn't go in. McClure, rebound. Oh, he got Mosher up on his shoulders, and that's the foul.
They're going to call it on the floor.
I think it's going to be 5 on Richard Mosher, though. The officials are going to talk about it and ask whether he was in the act of shooting or not. I like that. Get the heads talked about it and said, no, he was in the act. It was on the floor because Mosher was on his back.
I mean, he had made the move and was trying to gather himself to go up. He couldn't go up.
Yeah, he was in the act of shooting, even though both feet were still on the floor. That's the fifth foul on Richard Mosher. His night is done very early. We've still got 3 minutes left to play in the third quarter. It's the third quarter brought to you by English as your complete home center. Still a little while left in February, folks, and all in-stock Carhartt gear is on sale in the month of February at English. Trey Farmer back in the ball game for Altavista. He joins Adams, McClure, Bain, and Malbeck. McClure having an ongoing conversation with somebody at the free throw line. He sinks both. Josh has really gotten good this second half of the season from the free throw line, Oscar.
Colonel's 11 and 16 from the free throw line tonight. If they do that, rebound like they have been.
Eller's three-pointer was no good.
And continue to play defense. They're going to be a handful.
Malbeck had a seam to circus lay and got the iron but wouldn't fall down. Great sportsmanship there as number 32, Torrin Lee, was helping Malbeck up while the play was still going on. Normally you wait till the whistle blows.
And meanwhile, Traquan Farmer was making a nice hustle play and getting the tie up for the alternating possession.
Bain catch and shoot three. Oh, off the iron. One-handed rebound by McClure. Easy finish from the left side off the window pane. And Josh McClure adds 2 more to his total. Altavista's up 55-22. This could end up being the Colonel's biggest blowout of the year and the biggest blowout in a while. Three-pointer from Keller, too strong. Offensive board by Stephen Pettaway. He'll bring it back out to the right wing and reset the offense, which means him driving in. Glass no good. Torrin Lee got bumped and lost the basketball. McClure, 3-on-2 fast break. Steps inside, leaves it for Malbeck, who is trailing nicely, and Mateo Malbeck scores with a right-hander.
Boy, and you know, unselfishness there. Josh had the opportunity to go in for the layup, just kind of ran like a fullback, flipped it back, ball back,
cleared the hole. That's it. That's a great analogy right there. It was a 3-on-2 fast break that turned into a 4-on-2 fast break when Malbeck came through the hole. 57-22. Floaters on the way. Airborne from Whedon, no good. Rebounded by Jacob Adams in the paint for the Colonels.
And it's really, like I said, Carver's really just firing at will now. They're taking the first open look they've got.
Adams flips over to Mateo Malbeck. He's between the circles with 90 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Colonel's basketball. Farmer, sharp move to the basket. Had it knocked out of his hands. He's got it back. Bounces to McClure. McClure fouled as he's catching the basketball and going up. Shot's no good. He was in the act of shooting.
How strong was Traquan Farmer to take that ball away?
Oh, yeah. He had no business getting that ball back.
Yeah.
Muscled his way in there. 57-22 is the Altavista Colonels lead. More free throws for Altavista. They've been there a lot, and they've been good when they've gotten there. Count another one for McClure.
I'm telling you, if they shoot free throws like this, continue to dominate the boards and play defense and get the number of steals, they're going to go deep in this tournament.
They were 15 for 20 early in the year. I believe the game was Tunstall over the Christmas tournament, Jeff Koch Memorial Invitational. But they're on pace to eclipse that mark here tonight. Chancellor Mormon's back in the ball game. So is Christian Gilbert. They join Jacob Adams, Lance Bain, and Traquan Farmer. McClure and Poindexter come out to a nice applause from the crowd. Not like the one you got in the pregame.
No, I don't know about that.
Oh, yours was louder, huh? I got him there, folks. 60 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Colonels with the big lead at the moment. Here comes Keller. Curls, got to the right edge of the paint, throws up another floater. It hit the side of the iron, but he was fouled in the process. Stops play with 57.3 seconds left. And it's Zachary Keller who can cut into the Altavista Colonels lead. Keller is the point guard, shooting guard combo that we were talking about earlier in the game. Very polished form there from the free throw line.
Cuts the lead to 36, and you had said, is the game over? Yeah, it's over.
I think at this point, unfortunately, it is. But stick around. We can still have the Oscar Briggs retirement party on the radio. There's a putback that's good for two from Stephen Pettaway. Colonels really didn't box out well on the free throw.
The only way the Colonels could lose this was if they use an illegal player.
Well, let's hope that doesn't happen. Ooh, fancy move from Mormon. He had the ball in the yo-yo, and then the spin move from Bain. The shot doesn't go. Adams doing the dirty work, getting the offensive rebound. The Colonels will restart the possession with 33 seconds left. I'm sure you can hear the oohs and the ahs from the crowd. Bain fakes the three-pointer, drives in, jump stop, looks to pass first. Shot was off the mark. He and Jacob Adams almost wrestled the rebound away from each other. And then it was a jump ball tie-up as Jordan Harrington got involved. Crazy sequence right there. He's having fun. He has fun all the time. He's really having fun.
He has the facial expressions, the dialogue he has with the other players.
Wow. Harrington bombing from three. And that was good with 10 seconds left in the third.
That was NBA point range.
Yes, it was. 5 seconds left to play in the quarter now. Mormon driving, took too many steps on his flight to the basket. Sort of got popped in the eye, but
he had run long before that.
Yeah. 3.4 seconds left in the third. 59-28, the Altavista Colonels lead. Harrington has it, puts it up with actually some time left on the clock. They hit the backboard with 1 second. The buzzer sounds, and that'll bring a close to the third quarter. It's Altavista 59, Carver Academy 28. 8 seconds to regulation left to play when you return to 105.5 KD Country.
You'll always leave happy after purchasing a Best Bet motor sales vehicle. Stop by our Rustburg or Amherst site and check out our great inventory of pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. Best Bet Motor Sales, proud to have been awarded the Virginia Quality Dealer Award for District 6, 2016, 2017. See for yourself our great selection of pre-owned vehicles. Browse our vehicles. BestBetMotorsales.com. Home of the 60-second guaranteed credit approval.
Your station for high school sports play-by-play is 105.5 KD Country.
It's not rodeo.
with a 21-point lead at the half. Colonels outscored them 18-8. We talked about going inside, and we thought that the Colonels had the advantage. That quarter, Gallagher with 8 and Josh McClure with 6. So they continue to dominate in the paint.
How about the balanced scoring output from Altavista? It was 21 in the first quarter, 20 in the second, 18 there.
McClure's got 20. Gallagher's got 16.
Wow. Starters are back in for Altavista. Oscar and I discussed in the timeout there that probably looking at playing maybe 2 or 3 minutes. We'll have to see, though. I'm sure Coach Harris doesn't think along the same lines as we do about everything. Ball back, directing traffic at the top of the key. He bounces to the left sideline. There's a cross-court pass that's intercepted. Petaway wasn't able to control. It'll stay with the Colonels. Running clock here, 7:35 left. I knew we had the running clock in high school basketball this year, but I wasn't sure if we'd have it in regional play. Poindexter tried a wrap-around pass and wasn't able to hit the target. It's stolen away by Kevon Wheaton. 7:20 left to play in the fourth. Harrington will trigger the three-pointer again. Too strong. Airballed it. Rebounded by Stephen Petaway. Petaway's rebounding well for a guard. There's another good rebounder, Josh McClure, to get the ball back for Altavista.
Got a good nose for the ball and jumps extremely quickly.
Gallagher, power dribble, work to the defensive Lee.
Hustle play by Josh McClure.
Yeah, Josh McClure. The motor never stops for the blue-collar man. Oh, he's got a beeline to the basket from the left baseline, fouled by Torrin Lee as the shot was on the way.
Interesting play there by Josh because he could have gone straight to the basket, but he initiated the contact and tried to draw the foul to get the and one.
McClure's already got 20 on the night. Looking to add a few here from the charity stripe. Gallagher sort of favoring his wrist or his elbow. He'll come out for a substitute now. Jacob Adams newly re-entered into the ball game in his place. 59-28 is the Altavista lead. It was up to 36 at one point. McClure sinks that one. Now it's a 32-point advantage, 60-28 for Altavista. 6:55 left to play in the fourth quarter, presented by English's Your Complete Home Center. McClure hands both of them. How good is his form looking lately? It's incredible.
11 of 12 from the free throw line tonight.
Great stuff. Carver in the road blacks. Torrin Lee, he sends up a floater that got wedged between the backboard and the rim. No good. McClure will lead the fast break himself. Here comes the fullback. Ends up in the hands of Malback. He lost it on the way up. Don't know whether he was passing or shooting. Lay in, no good by Wheaton. Petaway got another rebound. That one's taken away off the rim by Daquan Poindexter. Colonels have it back. They're into the front court quickly. Adams up ahead. He's all alone underneath the basket, and he scores for two.
Cherry Pecker.
63-28. Colonel lead up to 35. Petaway rejected by McClure. Oh, now it's turning into an NBA All-Star game as Poindexter will weigh in. He got caught just a little far from the rim for the dunk, but he settled for the conventional layup.
Well, and the problem with Daquan is his hands aren't really quite big enough to palm the ball.
Yeah, has to time up the steps and get the momentum, go up with two hands and then go to one, that kind of thing. McClure sidesteps the defender. Lay-in doesn't go from the left side. 65-28, the Colonels lead. 5:44 left to play in the fourth quarter. Timeout on the court. Both teams want some subs, but I think Carver's going to take the timeout, so we'll take it with them. It's
Altavista.
Your station for high school sports play-by-play is 105.5 KD Country.
The Colonels have a big lead, 65-28, 5:44 left to play in the fourth. Oscar, we haven't done our usual comments about the Altavista Pep Band. They're keeping it rocking in
They're in postseason form.
Yes, they are. Final home game of the year. I think the crowd turnout was pretty good. We've seen bigger crowds in the gym, but for the most part, fairly full in here tonight. Christopher Purrier back in the ball game. So is Earl Hill. Some substitutes in there for Carver Academy. They're down by a lot. It's an Altavista lead, 65-28. Purrier crossover dribble. He's being harassed at the moment by Christian Gilbert. Basketball out of bounds. It'll go to the Altavista Colonels. Colonels lineup at the moment looks like Trayvon Jones, Christian Gilbert, Traquan Farmer, Jacob Adams, and Lance Bain. Bain's had the hot hand from deep already for Altavista. He's a big part of the reason why the Colonels have a big lead. Nice look inside. Farmer scores for two. That was Christian Gilbert dropping the dime down low to free up Farmer. 67-28.
Down by a bus ride.
Down by 39. The bus ride back to Chesterfield is going to take a while. There's an off-balance floater in.
Rome Hudson.
Yes, Rome Hudson scoring again. He had a basket earlier in the first half.
He had 4 points.
67-30. We still get 4:34 left to play. In the English is your complete home center, fourth quarter. Stick around for the Subway post-game show. We'll find a reason to keep you interested. Bain, pull up 17-footer, no good. There's Farmer with another.
Boy, I love
rebound.
Traquan's work tonight.
He scores. The bench loves it, too, as they get up, hoist the towels, and celebrate. Everybody cheering hard for the five that are on the court right now. 69-30. Altavista's lead is growing. Almost a steal by Lance Bain, but Earl Hill was able to recapture the basketball. Crossover dribble on the near sideline left. It's over to Michael Jabber. 69-30. Jabber will hand off to Purrier. No, he won't. Taken away by Christian Gilbert. Gilbert, just an easy second-gear layup to get out to this. The 2 more points. It's 71-30 Colonels. This is a runaway right here, Oscar. Biggest win we've seen in a long time. Purrier's pass just went out of bounds. Don't know who it was intended for, but it never got to the target. I'm going to give Carver Academy some credit. They're still playing hard. It's not the cleanest basketball, but they're getting after it with 3.5 minutes left to play. 71-30. You heard that right. Altavista leads by a full 41 points. Bailey Stinnen in the ball game now for Altavista. It's off to Gilbert. Gilbert jump pass, leaves it off for Farmer. I believe Gilbert was fouled before he passed the basketball. Let's see.
He'll go to the free throw line.
They're saying 2 shots. Look like to me Gilbert was passing, but the officials disagree. Said it was in the active shooting.
Gilbert was shooting 56%. Left-handed stroke. He misses the first.
He's a sophomore for the Altavista Colonels. We saw a lot of him early in the year. He's a player with a bright future on both the gridiron and the hardwood. Second free throw, no good as well. It's rebounded by Rome Hudson for Carver.
Trey Jones and Stinnett, the last 2 players coming to the game,
Crossover dribble by Purrier. He couldn't lose Gilbert, though. Christian Gilbert swatted the basketball away on Purrier's three-point attempt.
Every player has scored for the Colonels with the exception of Stennett and Jones, who just come in the last minute or so.
And that may happen soon. I'm sure that would be a point of pride for Coach Harris and his staff. I can hear him urging on Trey Jones right there, telling him to be strong. He wants Jones to get a bucket. Bain muscles his way in, lowers his shoulder, can't score from point-blank range left side. 2:30 left to play in the ball game. Altavista's lead is going to stay at 41. Purrier in trouble. Timeout on the floor for Carver Academy. Let's take a 30-second timeout, too. It's a 41-point Altavista lead, 71-30. 2:26 left to play in the fourth on 105.5 KD Country.
If credit card processing is important to your business, I can help. I'm Ramonda Davis of First National Bank, and I'm your local e-commerce officer for merchant card and other electronic business products. Local means I live in Central Virginia. I'm ready to come see you and respond quickly to what you need. Local means I'm focused just on your business needs. For the latest in electronic payment technology and competitive pricing, contact me, Ramonda Davis, First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Your station for high school sports play-by-play is 105.5 KD Country.
Colonels on top by a big number, 71-30. Where are we at now? Player of the game time, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
Darn it, I didn't want to get to this point. I guess we had to eventually. I remember that third state championship, OB. We stayed for a long time in the post game. We had some players come on. That was a special day. This sort of feels a little bit like that. Just don't want the broadcast to end. But unfortunately, all good things must come to an end, and we'll get closer. And by having me select the player of the game from Carver Academy first, oh gosh, I'm going to go with number 12, Zachary Keller. Fun to watch. He's a little spark plug out there. He's got nice touch, three-point prowess, good player. Like what he brought to the table.
Yeah, and I could have gone that way. I'm going a little bit different way. I'm going with Petaway. Petaway led him in scoring with 10, and high-energy player, was able to get to the rim. Decent rebounder for a guard, Stephen Petaway.
I really don't know which direction to go for the Colonels. I mean, McClure finished with 22, is that right? Yep. Lawrence Galliard, 16. Lance Bain opened things up with the big threes in the first half. Adams doing his usual dirty work. Traquan Farmer off the bench, you know, with really a great great. Spark, Muslin's Way, Poindexter, Mormon. I really don't know where to go here, Mr. Briggs, so I'm going to take the simple solution and go with the high man in points, Josh McClure. He's rounding into postseason form, and I think McClure is going to be huge down the stretch here for Altavista.
14 points in the half, 8 in the first quarter, 6 in the second quarter. Colonels did a nice job penetrating. Daquan and Lawrence, Mateo, all of them did a nice job getting the ball down to Josh, and Josh finished well tonight. Didn't think he had 1 3, 11 of 12 from the free throw line. I don't think we can go against that, although Lawrence had a great game as well.
Yeah, you can't take anything away from anybody.
Lawrence had 8 points coming out in that third quarter, which was pretty impressive and really kind of sealed the deal. If there was any chance of a comeback by Carver, that took the wind out of their sails. But
Yeah.
I'm going with Josh McClure as well.
Double dose there of Josh McClure on the player of the game. He deserved it. Colonels will move on. It's a Thursday night game. It'll be at 6 p.m. at Cumberland High School. It's the region semifinal. They'll be taking on the winner of Essex and Northampton. We'll be on around 5:40. I'll be there, I think, with a player to be named later, and we're hoping to have you on board if you can't make the trip to Cumberland. It's about an hour and a half or a little bit more from Altavista High School, so Colonel should have a good fan base, but hopefully everybody that can't make it will tune in. Let me tell you about our player of the game. That's Katie, our sound engineer. She did a wonderful job tonight. She's getting in postseason form. This is the Subway post-game show. The Foot-Long Fest is happening at Subway. Get any of your favorite foot-long Subway subs for just $6. It's a limited time only. And our starting lineup, Oscar and I wouldn't be able to have this much fun if it wasn't for the support of Feller Chevrolet. Now offering a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty. The Kinlaw Insurance Agency, locals providing affordable insurance options. First National Bank helping you bring home more bacon. English is your complete home center, now offering a complete line of Carhartt clothing for men and women. Napa Auto Parts of Altavista, your Napa know-how on Main Street. English Construction, wishing our high school athletes an exciting and injury-free game. PCM Industrial Services, now with mobile welding and repair service. The Altavista Office of Economic Development, we invite you to come find one of a kind. Finch and Finch Funeral and Cremation Service, a family serving families since 1905. Best Bet Motor Sales, Virginia Quality Dealer, District 6 Award winner, Route 29. David W. Shreve, divorce, family problems, criminal charges, personal injury. Turn to David W. Shreve, attorney at law. Lori Watkins, your State Farm agent in Altavista, your new neighbor who is here when life happens. D.L. Bryant Heating and Cooling. Call Donnie at 841-1580. That's 841-1580. And El Cazador, check out the daily lunch specials at Altavista's original Mexican restaurant. Well, as I said, all good things must come to an end, OB. The floor is yours. If you got any other final thoughts, I think you thanked just about everybody there was to thank. But we got a few minutes to hang out here if you want to. I don't know.
No, again, whether it be running the clock upstairs or doing the PA work, and then certainly the opportunity to come on with KDE and follow the great athletic program. Once a Colonel, always a Colonel. This is my home high school.
There you go. We mentioned that your daughter Caitlin was listening. She had a specific message that she wanted to send to you. This is, and I quote here, she probably texted you this too, but we'll read it anyway because we have a minute. Caitlin says, "Thanks, Daddy. You have always shown me and all the other athletes at Altavista a lot of support." And she sends her love and regards from, isn't she over there from Matthews or Windsor now? Isn't she in that area?
She's actually living in Virginia Beach and working in Windsor. So.
Okay. All right. I knew Windsor was involved there somewhere. Hopefully the Colonels will head out there somewhere and you can pop up and stay with her and do a game. Well, you know that we always play teams from over there, right? Greensville County, Windsor. Where else have we been? Rappahannock. I don't know. We went to some fun places. Yeah. We did. And we'll go to some more fun places, or you can meet us. You can chopper in at some of these places and meet us for a ball game. Great stuff. Colonels with a big win here tonight. Don't let our fun overshadow a great performance from Altavista. It was a 73-36 victory. We're going to let Oscar Briggs sign off and ride into the sunset. We think he'll return eventually. Altavista, they'll be back on the radio this Thursday. It's a 6 p.m. tip at Cumberland High School against either Essex or Northampton. If you can't make the ball game, join us. The Subway pregame show will be on around 5:40, and you can hear all the action live on 105.5 KD Country.